Grand Rising. I'm just going to share some knowledge. Okay, so the government is they've been wanting to so-called develop Kingston. Stop it now, puppy man. Yeah, and at the expense of moving people off their property. Now I already told you and informed you rather that you, the people, have the right to the land because you weren't brought here in slave ship. You were already here. Your ancestors, who are the indigenous people of this land, being the Maroons, because you are descendants of the Maroons, you have first right and ownership to the land, and no government has the right to move you off the land because guess what? You own the land. Your ancestors, they came and saw, the colonizers came and saw your ancestors here. And I know this, I'm not guessing it, I know it. I'm gonna give you a story shortly when I'm through. And no government has the right to move you off your property or off the land. It belongs to you. The colonizers came and saw your ancestors and they raped them, killed them, murder them, come with them foolishness about religion, and get the people them off of them place. That's what they did. Now it's your time. Now the era of the infant race, aka the white one's rulership, is over now, and it's your time now to take back your rightful place as the sun children and indigenous people. Take back your place to the earth. And even if them come and tell us, say, listen, them go and develop road, make them build around you. In China, which is a communist country, whenever they're building road or them want to develop anything, even a highway, and the people them decide so them not going to sell them place them not move off it. Them have to build the highway right around the people them. You know that? They have to build the highway around them. Because people them decide so them not gonna sell it. No, you are living in a so-called democracy, democratic. Because I know the root word for democratic is demons, but anyhow, you're living in a, well, we are the first world. You are living in Jamaica where you are the indigenous people to your land. Because I'm not going to use the terms democracy because there's nothing free about democracy. So I'm not going to use that word or that term. Well, you're living on Irie Rock, Jamaica. Maroon land, the whole of it belongs to the Maroons. They came there and saw it, and you are the descendants and the direct bloodline of the Maroons. Now, nobody has the right to take you off your property. Even if they're building a road, they are so. I can't stand my dogs, them, them just bother me so. Yeah, watch out now. Come now, man. Yeah, they are supposed to either give you the amount of money that can buy a property in where they, the prime minister, or the politicians live. If they are not able to buy you out of your property in the form of giving you the amount that you can buy a house in Beverly Hills or Cherry Gardens or Jack's Hill, and a proper place too, because like I said, there's no uptown or downtown. We all live on the earth, and you actually live the prop when you live near the ocean, you're actually much more healthier than those who live inland. And you live near the ocean, you live near the wealth, because Olokun, the ancestor of wealth, is from the ocean. You understand? So And that's where the wealth is, on the waterfront. Now, if and are the communities near the waterfront. Now, if they're going to buy you out of your land, or they want their land, they have to buy you out of it. And how they're going to buy you out of it, you must be able to afford a property in Beverly Hills, Cherry Gardens, Norbrook, those places. If they're not giving you that amount of money, I may talk fully because I remember law, you have to sort out a land and everything. If they're not able to give you that, if you're not able to get that out of it, do not come off of your property. Make them build round on you. Make them develop round on you. Don't come off on a place. Do not come off your place and give it to them to go and buy some little cheap fuckery ass place. I make them run in a bush or in the can't buy now with it. Let them buy you somewhere in Beverly Hills. Be the neighbors to them. Let them buy you a property in Beverly Hills so you can be neighbors to the Prime Minister. Otherwise, from that, stay on your land. Stay on your land. You have the right to it. Nobody has the right to run you off of it because you are the indigenous people of this here Jamaica. What the colonizers did when they said that they ended slavery was leave the coon ass politicians to maneuver over you. So what they did a modern day slavery ship. This is slavery existing now. The slavery that they were talking about, this is how it exists now. They left these coon ass politicians to steer your mind and leave the religions them with the religious fuckery and the pastors to steer your mind while they go back to England and leave the fuck up education system to continue to steer your mind and have your mind thinking one way, and the government continue to have your mind operating in its lowest frequency of fear, while they leave the police and the soldiers to ensure to enforce their bullshit because you are not aware of who you are and that you have first right to the land. So don't let them push you off of your place. Don't tell about not China them not develop anything. Just a second, because my something sticking up. Excuse me, puppy. Right. That's now. So you have first right to the place, to the land. When I'm going to tell you a story. When I was going up to Blue Mountain and I trekked the old path that the Maroons took, I came out on the road, like on a path that is much wider. A lady called out to me and she was Kadeen, Kadeen, because Kadeen is my middle name. And another lady was like, it's two women and a man. And one of the ladies said, "And a ma's Chinny daughter that." And my father name is Chinny for true. I'm like, yes. I was like, yes. And then I said, and them said, and I called my aunt, my other aunt, that her name is Aunt Dar. And they said, "And Aunt Dar, your auntie?" I was like, yes. And I was like, but I don't know them people here. And them said, Mas Chinny will live over, but they were telling me somewhere where the Maroons live. And they were saying that the Mas Chinny over. Like, what the heck? But you know what? I know the spirituality behind it because just as I came through the bush, I saw them. And I know it's the ancestors speaking through them. Because my ancestors know, spirit knows, I'm able to discern. I have very good discernment. And I know when my ancestors are speaking through other persons to give me a message. Yeah? So nobody can fool me. And when I went there, I had a lot of dreams there because I was sleeping out in the open on the trek, right on the pathway. I slept there. That's where I sleep. Not afraid. No. Right on the mountain into the path. That's where I slept. And I could feel the ancestors, but not only that, I could feel the other maroon spirits that tread the pathway, and I could see them as well. Let me tell you something. The whole planet's life form begins in Africa. However, as our ancestors moved across the whole planet, right? And so when these colonizers came here, they saw us. They saw your ancestors. Because remember, when they trekked out, it was during the years of Renaissance and Reformation, I mean, the rebirth of the church, and they were going around Christianizing the whole planet. So when Columbus came here, he came and saw your ancestors. And people, we need to break this this undying love for this damn church. Remember, it wasn't salvation for your ancestors. Why would it be your salvation now? Your ancestors were too, what do we call them, too barbaric for them to be churched, right? It enslaved them. It have them into this. They took their land with the church and enslaved them mentally and spiritually. Why would it be your salvation now? Like I said, the colonizers, the white race is the infant race. They are they come from the dormant DNA of the black woman, and they're mixed with animal DNA, just like the Chinese are mixed with the bobcat, and the white race is mixed with the dog DNA. Yep, they have animal DNA into them, and they have monkey DNA into them as well. Right. So because of that, and they mix, like I said, they're mixed with some of the black woman's genes. So they are really the infant race. They're really genetically modified humans. They are not original to the planet. However, they're already here. So we're not preaching racism or division because, like I said, black cats are the superior cat, but you don't see the other color cats and the black cats fighting, saying, I am superior, yours not superior. They all live together as one because we have to try evolve above racism. However, us, us, the sun people, will be returned to power because we are the children of the sun. And as long as you're able to live, you're natural to the planet, you're able to live under the sun without having anything to to cover your skin or to take something to make you live under the sun for long without catching an being sick from it. And so this rubbish of telling you that you come from Africa, track is fast. Your ancestors can be traced back to Africa because Africa, it was all one. It was even Africa, but it was all one, and they break up the planet, divide it up into these countries. And so that's why some of us, when you trace your DNA, you can say, "Oh, I'm traced back to Nigeria. I'm traced back to." No, you understand? So it wasn't nation. We were it wasn't tribe and it wasn't a country. It was all one place, one place, and your ancestors move across. And how you know that you're original to the planet is that those who were here, the Maroons, their ancestral, they have the same ancestors as those in Africa. And so that's why a lot of you can say, oh, I traced my DNA and it traced back to Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and all these countries. But remember, Africa was all one. It was the colonizers who divided the Africa into countries. It was all one. And you had nations, not tribes, nations, because tribe is so primitive. Tribe is they are the ones who use tribes. The colonizers use the word tribes, but those from Africa, our ancestors used the word nation. We were a nation of people. You have the Bantu nation, different type of nation. But we weren't tribes because we're not barbaric. We weren't barbaric. And we weren't cannibals. We were very civilized people living as one with the earth. So don't let anybody tell you any rubbish. But we moved across the whole planet. We moved across the whole planet. So by the time they came along, we were already here. You, listen, people, some of us, our souls are billions of years old. There's no way these people who just barely came here, they're the infantries, could come and see the people who are original to the planet. Their souls are original, and come tell them, say them can't own anywhere. They don't own anywhere. So don't let any government come tell you crap about who you are and tell you say them want the land. The land belongs to you people. The government works for you. These coons that them have into the government, because they're all sell out them soul for money, and sell out them soul and sell out the people. Because like I said, not all skin folk are kinfolk. And at the end of the day, the colonizers, the 1%, use these coons to have you enslaved. It's them use the government. The government works for you, people. They are trying to steer your mind to drive fear and to tell us like them have right to the place and them can do as them like. No, they cannot do as they like with you. They cannot do as they like with your land. It's yours. It's your legacy that the Maroons left for you, that your ancestors left for you. Them can't come bully you off of it. Don't let them tell you crap. And them sell out them soul in the secret society. They're those, if you even know them as a family member, when they sell out them soul, that is not the same soul as in them. It's a different set of people. Them only occupy the body. They are low vibrational demons. So don't let them tell you crap. You own the land, and if they want to develop, they develop around you. Because if you're not getting the equal amount of buying a house in the same neighborhood as the prime minister, the governor general, or any politicians, you ain't selling that crap. You ain't selling your home. You ain't selling that land. I don't care if you have even a vinegar buttrip on it. The land is very valuable. Do not sell it to any government unless you're able to afford, unless they can, the money that they're giving you can afford a property in Beverly Hills, because you're going to be neighbors to Andrew Holness now. Yeah? And if they're not able to give you that, do not budge off your property. And don't let anybody force you off your property, because you have first right to it. And they come tell the boy now on a title, you are the Maroons. They came and saw your ancestors. You have the right to the land. Because the Maroons were all across the island. From the shore come right up to the mountains. And that's why those Maroons knew the land better than the colonizers, because the colonizers came and saw them kill and rape and torture, and some of them running further up in the hills. So no government has the right to go up to Cockpit Country or anywhere and bully any person of color will look like me off the land. You know why? Because our indigenous, our ancestors fought already for us, and the land belongs to us. Don't let them bully you off their place. I know I'm not afraid of any government. They've been trying to kill me since birth, the whole secret society, because I have some family who's a part of it. Them time to kill me already passed. It's my time to speak now. And I speak with the authority of the ancestors. And my ancestors speak through me. And they let me know when anytime I'm supposed to give a message, my ancestors give me the message to give you. And they said, let the people know they own the land. No government take away them land from them and tell them they're not gonna put nobody upon it. Hell fucking no. If them want to develop, them develop around you. Stay on your land. Whether they're Kingston, Montego Bay, up in a Jonker Mountain, Cockpit Country, Blue Mountain, anywhere you're there, you own the land. You have the right to the land. You are the descendants of the Maroons. You are the descendants of the indigenous people of this land. You are the rightful owners to the earth. And let no government tell you otherwise. And like I said, people, take back your power from these churches, because they and the government is the biggest destruction to the earth. They are nothing but rubbish and crosses, because that's what they came with, religion, and get hold of the land from the Maroons. Fight and rape and kill. Friend them first, and then fight them, rape, kill. Because we are not naturally violent people unless we are forced to. So when they came, they befriended the Maroons, and then after a while they strike on them with violence, and of course they had heavier weaponry, and so some of the Maroons fled further up in the hills, and some stayed, some end up being forced into labor. And of course they always do that butt breaking thing where them have to butt break the men. So people, anyhow them come for buy you make them buy you out of your land, for the money must be equivalent to buy a house into the same neighborhood as your prime minister. Take care, people.